What is going on? Why are the Trump-related tokens suddenly rallying today? World Liberty Financial and the Trump Memecoin is going up. The question is, how much longer can this rally last? Let's have a look at the on-chain data, the data most people are not considering. So we are currently at close to $9. We appreciated by more than 50% this month, and apparently it's just political token speculation that's driving the rally. But I tend to disagree. Trump is the largest meme coin on the Solana chain. It's got 1.8 billion in market cap. It is also the most liquid token. So when we look at the different trending tokens on SOL, we order that by the liquidity pool size. Trump is at number 1. It's got 339 million of liquidity, more than 50 times the liquidity of Pump. Now here's what I think is going on with the Trump token. Trump is a very popular short play, as in many people are betting on falling prices of Trump because of the expanding token supply. The token supply has already almost doubled, and that led to the Trump token underperform Solana quite consistently. This is a Trump chart relative to the Solana price, and we tended to just go straight down. 88% of underperformance, and only the recent rally seems to potentially break that trend. Now it's interesting what's driving this reversal, because we only saw 771 wallets interacting with the token in the last 24 hours. And the number of first-time traders is actually going down this month. The number of recurring traders as well. Trading volume in terms of US dollars on the Solana chain is not very high. Small retail tends to exit the token as well. And when we look at the number of holders, so the number of wallets with at least 100 tokens, which is roughly $1,000 worth of the token, that's going down. When we look at 1,000 tokens, that's also going down. When we look at 10,000 tokens, no difference here as well. All wallet cohorts are either selling or at least keeping their supply. They're not buying into Trump. And so what I believe is driving the rally is a short squeeze. Enough people were betting on falling prices, and because we saw this massive flash crash on the 10th of October, where many altcoins crashed down very quickly to then subsequently recover, many of the long investors, many of the people that tended to bet on rising prices on the perpetual futures, they all got wiped out. So we only have the pessimists left. Only the people that tend to bet on falling prices, they made money during that crash. And because we have now more pessimists than optimists in the market, it makes sense for the market makers to manipulate the price in a way that we see short squeezes. So when enough people bet on falling prices, the market makers just bet on rising prices and then buy up the supply on the spot market, impacting the price basically. So the idea is that it's like a sports betting house where the referee had been bought. So a sports betting house has an impact on the outcome of the game. Have a look at the trading volume in the last 24 hours. It was 223 million on the spot market, but on the perpetual futures market we had 839 million. So there's more trading volume on the perps compared to the spot. If you're enjoying this video so far and you're getting some value out of it, then feel free to give this a like. It will help the channel grow. It will help spread the word. Thank you very much. Here is that flash crash on the 10th of October, and the funding rate of Trump tended to be rather neutral before that flash crash. So the number of long and short investors was relatively balanced. But since all the long investors got wiped out on the 10th of October, we now have mainly short investors left. And so now the funding rate is mainly negative. The shorts have to pay the longs to bet on falling prices. And that incentivizes the market makers to squeeze those shorts, to push the price up. Trump, during that flash crash, went down by 80%. So if you had leverage above 1.3, you got wiped out 100%. And pretty much everybody that uses perpetual futures does have that kind of leverage. The average altcoin went down by only 48%. So the Trump investors lost more than the average altcoin investor during that event. This is how that looks like on a liquidation chart. All the longs got pushed out. And now with the rally, we start to see the first shorts getting pushed out. But this might accelerate further, and then we'll see just bigger and bigger red candles. So this might just be the beginning of a rally. Maybe we don't see the same chart pattern as in April and May of this year. Maybe we actually see a turnaround. Again, if enough people are pessimists, if enough people bet on falling prices. The open interest, or the amount of bets on the price, is already going up, but there's way more potential. And that of course pushes the short squeeze higher. The trading volume is still relatively modest. So again, that's another sign that this rally might not deflate. Yes, the tokenomics speak for a long-term underperformance, but who knows how long this short squeeze lasts. It might make sense to just set a small bet because it is expensive to manipulate Trump. In the end, it's still more than $1 billion in market cap, but it all depends on what most people are doing, because prices tend to move in the direction of maximum pain, right? As there's more people betting on falling prices, the price should go up. If it's your first time here, feel free to give this a like. It will help the channel grow. Feel free to also subscribe. I publish videos regularly. You can also check out the premium membership. This is where I share my own trades. A link to premium pops up here on the screen. Just click on that. It will lead you to the website. See you next time on YouTube or see you on premium. Cheers.